Okay, exercise 3.1 part B asks us to use MathCAD to confirm the answers that we got for part A. So if we open a blank spreadsheet, new worksheet, and I'll type in part 1 just as text, just to label my answers. Then notice that I've moved out of the text to create a new cursor point, otherwise I'm stuck in the text mode. I have to now go into calculation mode. 49 to the power 3/2 appears like that. Press the equal sign and we get the answer 343, which is the same as we got when we did it by hand. Part 2, so I type part 2. That is a text mode. I come out of there by clicking outside the box. And now I can do 50 to the power 3/2 equals, it gives me 353.553. It's giving me 3 decimal places by default. We would have to round that off to 3 significant figures if that's what we wanted. Part 3. As far as I can tell, MathCAD doesn't have an option for working out significant figures, only for working out decimal places. Part 3, 26 over 65. 26 over 65 equals 0.4. Part 4, outside the box, 27 over 65 equals 0.415. Part 5, outside, 3 to the power -10, 3 to the power -10 equals that number. So that's all of 3.1 part B. Now we move on to part 3.2 part B. So here I'm on now 3.2 part B. We're told use MathCAD to confirm your answers for A part 1, and in A part 1 we had a sphere. So we're told that in the first case we should define R to have the value of 2.5, and the formula connecting the volume of a sphere with its radius is V, and then I use the defined button, pi, which I get from my calculator toolbar, pi times, sorry, not pi, is it? 4/3. Now if I do times here, the times will go with the 3. I don't want the 3, I want the whole of 4/3, so I use the space bar to select 4/3, like that, then times, now I can choose pi, and then times again R to the power 3. I can leave that now. That is my definition of V. And now I can calculate V by just typing V equals, and it gives me the answer straight away. And then in the other part, or A part 1, they told us now R is 4.7. And the simple way to do this is to just, below R is 2.5, select a point about there, and say R is now taking or defined to be 4.7. And when you do that and click outside the box, you'll notice that V automatically changes to a new value because it takes the most recent definition of R. R defined as 2.5 is an earlier definition. R defined as 4.7 is a later definition, so it takes this second one for doing the calculation.